Hello, Art Fam. It's Luis Martin, the art engineer. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the safe space. The neon sign is on, so you know it's going to be a good day. What's good? It's a question you should know the answer to. What's good? Look around. Let me know. I have the Digital Collage Kit for December, and it's so good. I have the best time at making these, so I can't wait to share this with you. Remember to share, subscribe, and like. I've hit a wall. I'm like at 600 followers, but I don't know what that means. So if you can help spread the word, I would deeply appreciate it because yeah, let's open up the room. Let's make our world bigger, shall we? Listen, every month I get to play and create these digital collage kits, and I'm hoping I can get it to the hands of many more people so they can join us. Let me show you what I have in store. So that wasn't very dramatic. So this is the Digital Collage Kit. When you become a member or you buy the individual kit, you get a PDF file, which means it's all digital. And then you get to print it at home, whatever you want to print them. You can print as many as you want. They are all copyright free, which means you can do whatever the heck you want, and you don't have to worry about getting sued or any of that nonsense. Because this is my work, so you're buying it from me. And also some of these are from the libraries where it's completely open source. So you can create in absolute peace knowing that nothing's going to happen. So let's dive into it. So this is the cover. I did this collage. I love it so much because it's all about the cycle and really going into a cocoon state to emerge as something new, right? So this is the cover that I did. Love it. December. And then you have your prompt. This is the prompt that I include. I always include a prompt and the collective image. So we started this back in March, and these are all the collective images that we've used, and we've had tons of fun. She or he or they were the first ones, and it was a person's back, and we had so much fun imagining who this person might be. Frida, of course, who's somewhere in the ether right now, traveling with a member, and eventually Frida will make her way back to me someday, but I think she's on her way to Chicago. Anyway, so this is fun. This is really fun. This month's collective element is a book. I mean, come on, December, right? What do you want to write in January? Let's say July. You can do that too. But what do you want to do in January? Like, start writing your book every day, really, is a clean slate. So I like this idea. Maybe I'll use this. I gave everyone records in the physical kit. This is as close as I could get sending you one digitally. I love records, as you know. So this is kind of fun to play with, the idea of a mandala, the idea of taking a new journey, a new ride as we go at it again, right? Uh, I if I could just rip these off and send them to you, I would. All over New York, under construction all the time. And there's just this beautiful urban decay everywhere. And you'll find the coolest things. I found an angel. So this is really fun. I love this. We'll use this. I try to have a sense of humor. I really need a little cartoon here and then. One of our members, Joanne LaFrance, did the most amazing pop-up book using these little guys. I mean, brilliant. So this is too cute. I might have to use this. Okay. This is a city. Well, this is New York City. This is a picture I took and then doctored up for you so you can play with. On Fifth Avenue, I think there's some beautiful architecture in New York. And as Americans, I know we're like, oh, New York is so pretty and old. But then you go to even older cities and you're like, gosh, where have I been? So go check that out. If you can't come to New York, get your kit. This is one of my favorite things I found. Again, this is copywritten free and this is old. I can't tell what year, but it's a left-handed person. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm left-handed. So this is kind of a moment of a reflection like, oh, wow, we look absolutely insane when we write. So this is cool. Are you left-handed? Let me know. I love the rhythm of people's handwriting, right? Especially when it's script, especially when it's older, when people actually took the time to learn how to write script. This is beautiful. I always love it as a background. You get a dandy, you guys. Like, come on. I don't know who this man is. I don't care, but I want to project my ideas on him. So that'll be fun. I also created this beautiful texture for you, and it's a lotus flower. The first art contest when I was a kid, I used to enter a lot of art contests, and I used to win a lot of them because I was cool when I was a kid. And I also had a very good support system who knew where to. Anyway, you need support systems. And it was for the Lotus Day Festival in LA in Silver Lake, which is now like a really cool town. Anyway, so they have a lotus patch, and anyway, I won, and that was beautiful. They gave me $100, guys, and I was in White Plains, and they were selling this bouquet of these flowers, and I was like, what? I just couldn't believe how beautiful and big they were, and I had to take a picture, and I had to send it to you now, so there. And then a cowgirl, a Cheyenne cowgirl. Isn't she amazing? Joanne LaFrance also did an amazing collage out of this one. So as always, I encourage you to take these collages and this collage material and mix it with what you have at hand, right? Because I know you've been hoarding colors and textures from other magazines. Mix it up, right? So let's play. All right, how are you? How are you? Okay, I'm gonna start with this because this was like, actually, do I want? Oh, I got an idea. Okay, see, you just show up and the ideas just come. Okay, so I'm gonna start taking this. And as soon as I saw this, it reminded me of something, which has actually influenced my life profusely. And as soon as I say it, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Are you ready for a song? Can I sing to you? I might regret this. Okay, here we go. Butterfly in the sky. Okay, enough. So that's from Reading Rainbow, right? When I was a kid, I loved reading Rainbow, right? For many, many reasons. Most of all because it was magic and it was a safe space, and it was, LeVar Burton, the archetype of a safe male. So he really influenced me, and that's, I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted my own Reading Rainbow, which is, I guess, what I'm doing here in my own scale. And as soon as I saw this, I thought, oh wait, I have a book, I have an arc, so maybe I can do like a rainbow, a black rainbow, best rainbow there is. So let's see where it takes us. What did you watch as a kid that influenced you? Because believe it or not, I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably do believe, all of these little things we saw as kids really influenced the heck out of us. Like, I was very fortunate that I was put onto PBS at a very early age, and that's all I watched. That's where I learned about, Nina Simone, Paris in the 30s, and, the Black experience and the American experience, and eventually the Mexican experience, because there wasn't a lot about that. So I was very lucky, and we're really, those are, it's kind of like music. Those are the records we're taught, and we internalize them, and then we play them over and over. Yeah, it's crazy, you guys. It's crazy, I'm telling you. And you know what I found out recently, which really blew my mind, and it was so cathartic. So, we talk about trauma, we talk about coming from a dark place and how that influences us. But the word trauma, in German, the way you say nightmare is Traum, I think. And I'm like, ooh, nightmare, trauma. It's just a dream. Can I wake up now, please? So anyway, that was my catharsis. Do with it what you will. Okay, look at this. Yes. Does it need to be? Yeah. I kind of wanted it to be like Reading Rainbow, but I'll let go of that for a minute. But let's get rid of this too. At any rate, so that's my story, you guys. I already had my coffee before I came on, because I just had to. You guys, it is so beautiful. I'm gonna try to share this with you on the video right now. Did you see that? Oh my God. It's cold, but that sunlight is so warm. It's so beautiful. And at a certain moment in the morning, every day in winter, it's just like the space, the studio, the living room is drowned in this pink light. And it really, this is weird, but it really feels like I'm in a, I want to say placenta. I'm in a really warm space of like safety and I don't know, gosh, until I said it, it was really exciting, but now placenta. Anyway, it was fun. So I hope you have light wherever you are is what I want to say. Okay, this is cool, but Mr. Man over here is calling my name. So again, every time you get a black and white image, it's an invitation to like, go to town and give him some color. So I have a neon Sharpie here that smells like crazy, but let's give him some color. I like some color. All right, and he's kind of a dandy. I've been thinking about my clothes and what I wear. I think I wear way too much black as a New Yorker, not that there's a problem with that, but I have resting bitch face, which means if you see me down the street, I look really mean and unapproachable, and I kind of want to stay that way, but I also kind of want to lean into the sweet side of me, kind of, maybe not. Anyway, okay, so look at this. So I'm thinking, I don't know what else I can wear. Pink, orange. Look at his little cheeks. Maybe we'll give him some lip. Everyone can use a little lip. That's cool. Okay, and maybe, so always, I have tons of these, you guys. Do you have these? I just have random cups with random things. There's no order to it, but it just really helps as far as having things at arm's reach, I know you guys have this because I've been to your studios and I see the craziness that we have. Okay, look at this. Oh, I love these Posca pens because they remain visible, right? So I'm just now getting used to the idea, come on, of getting my hands dirty. I hated that. So now I'm a little bit less precious, you guys. I'm still precious. Okay, this is cool. This is going somewhere, right? All right, so this is the fun thing, right? Also, when you collage, you don't have to, follow the line. You can do whatever the heck you want. So maybe today, I'll want to give him like a starburst, like he's shining. Or they're shining, right? Da, 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 da. Oh, there goes the da, 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 da. So good things are happening, you guys. Good things are happening. Are you reading anything? Like I get to this time of the year and I'm like, okay, I need to finish at least one more book before the year's over. And then I go in a mad dash. Because I'm the type of person that surrounds themselves with books, but then I like to simmer. Like I read a good chapter in a book, and then I don't want to finish it because I don't want it to be over. I know. Which, comes from other stuff. But at any rate, I'm telling you. So I need to finish a book, and I don't know. I remember trying to finish 100 Years of Solitude, which was a beautiful book, but I wanted to finish it before the end of the year, and I was literally there 12 or 11:30 p.m. the last day of the year, just in a mad dash, finished the damn book. And I mean, it was beautiful, but it really took 100 years to finish. It was beautiful though. Like, it was one of those books that actually made me cry at some point, which probably wasn't intended to, but it was just nice. Have you read it? It's beautiful. Yeah. It's all magic, I tell you. Okay. So let's see what this guy wants to do. He wants to shine. So we had our Arcana session for the Magician, which is a beautiful card in the tarot. It's number 1, but it's a second card because what's the first card? The Fool, right? So this is after the Fool decides to be something, he becomes a magician. And as I prepare for these things, it's a lot, you guys, because I do my research and then I draw connections to how I can share the relevance and how it's applicable, the concepts and the ideas uh, to our lives, right? And then I come across some crazy stuff, how we've been wronged, my friends, how they've lied to us about our magic. And I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Okay, let's see. I have paper somewhere, I promise. Okay, paper. Okay, so I recommend this guy, which is Bristol, because it's been waiting for me. Bristol is a great paper for wet medium, so if you want to paint as well, it'll take it. It'll support you, so it's a good place to be. Okay. Check him out. So he's coming out of the book. Is he behind the book? Oh, maybe he's behind the book. Or you know what? Enough of this symmetry. I hate symmetry. How about we let him hold the book? Because it's all about the body language, right? If he's coming out of the book, it means it means the story is being told about him. But if he's holding the book, well, then maybe he's proud of the book he's written. How about them apples, right? So it's all these little, it's these little nuances that really is the magic part, right? As they say, wrongfully so, the devil's in the details. No, the magic is in the details, you guys. Look at that. Oh, I love it. How fun is he? Cool. Yes, I dig it. Oh, I'm done. Okay, let me commit to this because it's doing something. It's doing something for me. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to tape the elements to themselves, not to the actual paper, so then I can move it around as much as I want before actually really committing and saying, okay, this is done. Because then you have flexibility, and if the mood strikes you, you can take it somewhere else, right? Dun, 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 dun. Do I need a word there? No. I actually like this reflection there. We'll leave that there. Okay. Parfait. Okay, and then I love this. I want to do something with this. I don't know if I need the angel word. Okay. Early days. So yesterday I had a studio visit with this wonderful artist. She came to visit, and she came in, she's like, oh my god, it's real. She came to the studio, and I was like, oh, right, I guess this is a place. And I wish, I think, so this is, all right, I'm just saying it out loud, so if you know of a place, let me know. I think what I want to do next is, and I've had this before, but I think I've learned a few things. You know what it is? You do things and then they don't work out, but then you learn more as you go, and then you're like, okay, I can do that again better. Having my studio in the storefront, and having it be my studio where I can work large and do my collage, but also open it on Thursdays for the live and have people come over and collage with me. I don't know where that accent came from, but yeah, that's what I want to do. As if you know anything about New York real estate, it's stupid, and it's not that easy. I wish it was, but okay, look, things are happening fast, and I don't like it. Okay, maybe like that. Okay, I hope you can see this, you guys. I'm sorry if you can't. Okay, and then tear it up. Yes, perfect. Yes. So don't be afraid to make a mess, right? Remember, we're getting our hands dirty. No, what I mean by that is this is just paper, especially with the kits, you guys. That's a beautiful thing of the kits. If if you mess up, you can just reprint it, right? I go to Staples. I go to Staples. Yes, I know. I go to Staples and I print my stuff. You know what it is? My life has to be super simple, you guys. Like, I just need things to be simple. So I don't want to worry about ink. I don't want to worry about quality of paper. So I just go to Staples, and they have, especially when you order it through the internet, I've noticed, they give you a nice quality paper. When you do it on site yourself, the quality is always weird. It might just be me, but I go to Staples and they print it, and then I'm done, and then I can go and collage to my heart's content, and that's cool. So you have to set yourself up for success. Is my reasoning. Okay, I don't know if I want to write, because as we all know, I'm a horrible speller. Oh, how about these apples? Okay. What if... Oh man, okay. I'm gonna play with this guy real quick. I have an idea. But let's see how quick, or let's see how nicely I can do this. But the thing is that once you set yourself up for success, everything just becomes easier, because you realize that you're not set up for success. The world doesn't set you up for success. Quite the opposite. The world sets you up for conforming, right? So you conform to the way things are done, so everything's streamlined, and then society, it's easy for society, not for you. I know, you guys, I'm an anarchist. No, I'm not. But the thing is that, like, even just little shifts, right? I always say, try collaging in the bathroom, try collaging on the kitchen table. We had the funnest live. I go live on Thursdays from the studio, and it's a completely different vibe because people are here and I get to interact, and Elvis is here. And I usually do it right before dinner, which means I'm hungry, which means I'm kind of in a rush, which means I can enjoy myself, but at the back of my mind, I'm like, I want pizza. This time around, I had dinner before, really early, because I'm old, and it made all the difference, because I wasn't in that mad rush of gimme food, and I had the most fun. I mean, I've told you before, I go back to these recordings and I'm like, I'm nuts, but it's fun, so who cares? So check it out. It's on my Instagram. I think I want to publish it, even though I know you guys hate when I do that. I want to put it on YouTube, because I was just like, what's happening? It was a good time, you guys. Good times. All right, look at this. So what I was thinking, meta, right? It's like meta, get it? Meta, because it's like a book writing itself, but he's like, I'm the one in charge. I love it. Okay, I need to put that down. This is going to be special, you guys. All right, so just like that recording, I'm going to take my time today. Can I? Do you have time? Thanks. Because magic happens when you give yourself that time, right? And again, let's just do this. Oh, you know what happened the other day too? I made a collage where I started doing something kind of like this. And I went to art school, you guys. In art school, worst thing you can do, really. I mean, there are worse things that you can do, but they teach you to be unique. Like, you have to be original, which is bullshit, because the truth of the matter is that we all influence each other, and it's better to say, hey, you inspire me, than hiding and being competitive, right? So I did this technique that reminded me of this artist that I've kind of wanted to do, but I always felt like, oh, I shouldn't do that because it looks too much like his work. Anyway, I did it, and it came out well, and I was happy, but I also felt very connected to this artist all of a sudden. And guess what happened? The next day, he sends me an email. I didn't post the collage. He didn't see it. He just sent me an email. He's like, hey, I love your postcards, emails. Thanks for sharing. And I was like, oh my God. I literally thought of it yesterday. I literally felt connected. And it was just beautiful. When you're aligned, things like that happen. It shouldn't surprise us, but I love it. So his name is Tom Coco, and he just does these amazing collages with little rips. And he does monumental collages. Check out his work. I've had him on the podcast when I had a podcast. That was really fun, you guys. So all to say, we can influence each other and be supportive of each other instead of having to be so damn competitive. Okay, so this is what's happening. I like this, but it's getting too loud. Like when I put this here, I hear static. When I take this out, I hear like symphony. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, so let's play with this guy. Also, I mean, I can also use this. Gee. Okay. Early days, right? We said we were going to take our time. We said we're going to... You can pause this. Go make yourself some coffee. Okay, whatever. I just got lazy. I was like, wait, I have to cut all these little paddles. It's okay. It's okay. I already had my coffee. So, do you want to hear a really stupid story? Because I can tell a really stupid story. I stopped going to Starbucks, you guys. Dun dun dun. First world problems, I know. It's stupid, but here's the thing. They're not very good people, right? I knew that. But they support war, and it's just not cute. And but my thing is, and here's the stupid story, and I only say it's stupid because in comparison, which I know we shouldn't do. I already had my coffee, can you tell? Story upon story. At any rate, it was my anchor, you guys. It was my anchor. So, you know, I know enough of how things work, and like I said, I know that things aren't set in our favor, especially when you come from a place, whatever. So I really used Starbucks as my anchor because I come from shaky grounds, and because I moved from LA to New York not knowing anybody. I always thought, well, you know what? Starbucks will always look the same, taste the same, so that'll be like the familiar, right? So even I used to ditch school, get on a bus for 45 minutes and go to Starbucks, and because that was a happy place, because school was horrible, and smoke my cigarettes at the mall, have my coffee, and be like, yes, this is going to be me in New York and Paris. So that really helped. So having to let go of that, I was like, wait, did the world just close or did it open up? I guess it opened up, because now I can drink whatever the hell I want. It's not the same, but yeah, you kind of have, I guess, is that part of growing up? I guess you kind of have to let things go, right? So anyway, that's my story. But I mean, whoa, right? Things are happening. I don't have the power to create that change as an individual, perhaps, not to that extent. And you might feel the same, but together, whoa. Have you ever, what's that saying? If you think you don't have power, have you ever been trapped in a room with a mosquito? So, use your power or your leverage, whichever way you can, for the better good. Okay, here we go. Check that out. And that wasn't too painful, right? Okay, regardez. Look how fun my friend is. Que chido. Okay. We're going places. See, guys, if I was tech savvy, I would speed this up, but I can't do that. Like I said, my life has to be simple, or else I'm not going to do it. It has to be ease, or I'm not going to do it. Okay, look, I'm going to do it one more time. Will you do this for me? Oops. All right. Do we do our Christmas shopping, Hanukkah shopping, Kwanzaa shopping? What do we do? I don't know. Yes, I did. I bought all my gifts. No, that's a lie. But I got the important ones. Elvis doesn't watch this, so I'm going to tell you what I got him. So his father passed away a few years ago. Anyway, I love Polaroids. Polaroids are the most amazing thing, you guys. If you don't have a Polaroid, go get one ASAP, because it's a physical manifestation of a moment, right? You take a picture in front of a person. That person probably touched it when they saw it. It's instant gratification. So a few years ago, the last year his dad was here with us, I took a Polaroid of him and his wife. And I kid you not, it was the most beautiful picture of a couple. They just looked so at ease, and they both looked straight at the camera, their eyes fully present. And it's been on our refrigerator for years now. And I'm like, I'm gonna clean my apartment. So I cleaned the top of the refrigerator for whatever reason. And I got some like cleaning agent on it. I was like, oh fuck. So I was like, I need to take better care of this. So I went and I got it framed, and it's so beautiful. When you get anything framed, especially your art and family portraits, it just elevates it, right? And with this, and as much as I hate saying this, it protects it, right? It creates a special shrine. I'm scared. No, I'm not scared. Oh, God. This is clearly a therapy session. I have issues with putting things under glass because then they're more vulnerable, right? Because you put them behind glass. You've made it special. And if it's just part of our everyday lives, then it's just part of our everyday lives. And we're okay with it diminishing. We're okay with it being thrown away at some point. But when you put it behind glass, you're saying, this is special, don't touch it. This means something, and if you touch it, it hurts. That's just the way I've come to understand, because as you can imagine, it's happened to me many times. But I'll stop playing that record. So anyway, I got him that. And I think I went to some place around the corner, and it just looks really nice. So if you can frame something for yourself, for somebody else, it's just a really beautiful thing. So we'll see. Obviously you're watching this, I doubt it, but anyway, it's for you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for bearing with. So who is this guy, right? Can we start making stories? Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Attends. Now I'm talking. Because what I want to say is that, write it into existence. Write it or write it? I mean, whatever floats your boat. Okay. Love that. Oh. Because he's like, look, I already picked a flower for my book. So you see how these stories just start emerging? That looks a little messy. How about like that? Maybe not. So this is the fun part, right? Where you get to kind of play feng shui. You guys, I need one more flower, sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna commit to this moment here. I love that moment. So what makes a good work of art, in my opinion, it's moments, right? So if you can create several moments where the eye can go, then you'll hold your viewer longer, right? Because if you just have a picture of a flower at the center, okay, I saw it, cool. But if you create moments, like this moment is beautiful, right? A hand holding the flower. Why is it yellow? Why is it a lotus? And you move around. Oh, look at the face. Why is the face, silhouetted by rays? And what's up with the makeup? And then you move here. Oh, a left hand. So creating moments goes a long way. Okay, one more, please. I guess I'll do this one. So, yeah. Did I give you any ideas for Christmas shopping? I hope you did. Okay, this is gonna go fast, and then I think it's done. So I'm on TikTok, you guys. Follow me on TikTok. It's very weird, I must say. But I'm there for now. And, things change. So I'm just preparing myself to whatever change may come. That sounds ominous. But you gotta stay limber. You gotta stay fluid. Yes. Okay, so that has a curvature. So again, I'm not a perfectionist, but I do want to sell this illusion. So let me give it a nice little curve. Voila. Brilliant. Yep. So this is just one session, right? I can go to town and just do more, which I feel like I want to do that because I really do like this collage. So I'm gonna see what I can do and maybe add more. So I won't take any more of your time or add more editing work for myself. But this is the collage for now. Go to YouTube, or I'm sorry, go to Instagram at Art Engineer and check it out. See, maybe I'll post it later. But this is the collage from the December Collage Dream Kit, the digital one. Why does it work? Well, I had stories. I connected with my stories. Right, it started with the whole reading rainbow, and really the empowerment it gave me to write my own story with my left hand, my authentic hand, and pick from the flowers that I've been growing, you know, and that's great. And also, I love the urban decay where one would say, God, that looks so hideous and dirty. I find beauty in it, and maybe I've been conditioned to do that, but you can condition yourself to find beauty in everything. So, having said that, thank you for joining me. This was really fun, and you can send me your therapy bill if you want, because I have just turned you into my psychiatrist. All right, all in good fun, and I'm sending you tons of love and light. Have a great week. Cheers.